This really cool 930 that we're working on today. Had to lower this engine here. A lot of stuff to remove. What we're doing is we're upgrading the clutch on this vehicle because what happened was the original clutch, which is Patrick Motorsports, wasn't rated for the horsepower level that this vehicle has. It originally had 700 at the wheels. It was tuned down back to 6, and this is a fully built engine. Has lots of power for a little 930 body, and looks pretty nice too. So I'm about to do some upgrades here. Here's the turbo here on this 930. This is actually 911 930, and that's been pretty much all customed out. Really nice. Has really nice wheels, HREs. It's just a really nice looking vehicle. Has slant nose style bumpers. You got that scoop there on the side, and it's a nice car. Has a standalone computer. Here's our blow-off valve, billet valve covers. I mean, built super nice. Exhaust system. Let me see if we can focus here. And we're running a Garrett GT35 turbo, so it's pushing a pretty big monster here. Slight leg, and then turbo leg goes away, and that thing just kicks like a mule. So it's pretty powerful. Obviously, this has been retrofitted with a G50 5-speed manual transmission. Getting ready to remove the starter, remove the transmission, and get a stage 3 clutch in here. It's going to be a bear to push and try to drive it compared to what it had originally. And the customer kind of wanted, the original customer actually wanted something with probably less pedal effort, so he installed the kind of like the I'll call it a stage 2, better than stock, but not designed to handle crazy horsepower. Here's our fueling, all the routing. That's pretty nice setup. Here's what the top of it looks like. So yeah, it's a pretty clean engine. The only non-clean thing about it, which whoever did the wiring, they did a bad job. They didn't put a disconnect, so you had to reroute and disassemble the interior just to get the wiring out, which was not the way to do things, but everything else is done pretty nice, so I'm not going to complain. We do have some oil leaks here. Eventually we're going to have to take care of. This engine only has like 900 miles on it max, and the number 8 here area where the number 8 bearing is, typically that's where we got one leak, and then the cover here for the bank cover for timing chain. So we'll need to get that addressed. But anyways, just wanted to show this car, as I actually had some videos of this vehicle idling. You know, it's got big cams. Pretty sick car. And I actually never had the opportunity to make this video, so I was like, I'm gonna make a video when I lower this car's engine so we can see, so everybody can see what this is all about. Yeah. This engine's about that's over $100,000 build. In case, I normally don't give out prices, but I can tell you that's what it costs to build one of these engines typically. So everybody always asks me prices on YouTube. I don't give out prices because it's all going to matter of what you do, what kind of work that's needed, and how deep you want to go into it, how much, you know, obviously you want to go from ground up, but we typically do the water-cooled turbo engines here, GT3 engines, GT2s, which are pretty much the Mesger water-cooled. But, you know, with the air-cooled stuff, you just have to, you know, have all these different specs that if you don't know what you want, it can vary so drastically that it's just impossible to quote unless you already know what you want. But anyways, that being said, this is what everything looks like. And we also have a coilover suspension on this thing that actually realigned because it was slightly off. But other than that, everything else looks pretty nice. So time to dig in and get it done.